Hello, hello, hello. This is Scrapping Like a Lady. How you guys doing today? Oh my gosh, I have so much to share with you guys. I said I was going to be making more videos more frequently and keeping you guys up on what I am doing. So that is exactly why I am on here today. See this bruise? Whenever you have a pimple, it makes hyperpigmentations on our skin. So now I've got to do a treatment to burn my face off. So with that being said, let me show you guys what I got. Yesterday was Logan's birthday. You guys know I was supposed to have him on my birthday on the 12th of February, but he was too big, he was too heavy, and he was on my sciatica, and that pain was just crazy. So they took him, well, they stretched me for he could come early. So his birthday is on the February 2nd and mine's is on the 12th, which is better that way, right? But yesterday for his birthday, I did take him out for his birthday breakfast was the first thing we did. We always go to Excellent Cafe, and then I came home and I rested for a while because I was starting to feel tired. But then I was like, it's his birthday, get moving, because, you know, he's special needs, so he doesn't have a car. So I have to take him wherever he needs to go. So yesterday we went to Old Town Carrollton, and they have all these old stores down there, retro, vintage clothes, you know, quilting stores, which is one I wanted to go to. But this place we wind up going to was an old-fashioned candy store, and he didn't want anything out of it. So I was like, okay. So we kept walking, and they had this place for throwing an axe, and you put it behind your head and you step forward and you throw it far, and it's heavy. It's like almost 2 pounds, this axe, you know, and you do this and you do this trying to get the bullseye target in the middle. So the owner was nice enough to come over and give Logan a little lesson and everything, and he stayed with Logan for quite a while teaching him how to do it. And Logan got better and better and better until what? Bullseye, baby. Yes, my baby got a bullseye. So it was really fun. I was so proud of him, and he really enjoyed it. So much so that he said he wants to go back again. Look at this cup I got, you guys. Drunken grown-ups, as opposed to Dunkin' Donuts. Drunken grown-ups. Isn't that cute? That's so fun. But when I was celebrating Logan's birthday, I stopped at the quilt store, and it was closed already because it was like 4:30 by this time, and it closed at 4. But they had a quilting class going on, and so I was just looking through and looking at all the different fabric lines and the setup of the store and everything like that, and I wanted to know if they had any Lori Holt fabric. So I knocked on the glass, and the lady came over who happened to be the owner, and she said, I said, do you have any Lori Holt fabrics? Because several of the quilting stores I've gone to, they didn't carry Lori Holt for whatever reason. What? And so she said, yes, we do. We have some over here in this section, and we have another section in the back. And she opens the door wide, and I says, oh, I don't want to bother you. I'll come back when you're open. And she says, oh, nonsense. Come on in. We're here. You can come in. I was like, okay, I really like that. Because I don't like stuffy shirt people, you know. If it was my place, I'd have did the same thing. So I really appreciated that. So she showed me where the Lori Holt fabrics were. So I'm going to show you guys what I got right quick. Sorry about the noise. Okay. First of all, I got another one of Lori Holt's glasses, because the one I got that was a 5. When I put that 5 magnification on my eyes, it makes me dizzy, like nauseatingly dizzy. So I got the 1.5, and when I put them on, they're absolutely fine. It looks like this, and they were only, what? I think $12. Oh, I got it backwards. You can't see. Ooh, I'm drinking root beer, y'all. Okay. And they look like this. And of course, they got her little pattern on the sides, her fabric pattern. Okay, so that was a must-have, and I'm gonna buy more. I said every time I go to the quilting store, I'm gonna buy more. Now, mind you, if you look over here, I got about, I don't know how many fabric lines I got, but these are my old fabric lines, glasses, sorry. I have them everywhere, because when you get old and your eyes are still in your head, honey, you's gonna be blind. So these are the other ones I got a while back, but again, when I put them on, ooh, Jesus, you got to put it like way up here, because if you put it down there, you can still see, but you start to get dizzy. So I have to put them real close. So I don't need the 5 yet. Maybe when I'm doing thread and a needle. But this is the fabric line that I got here. And this one is for the scarecrow. It looks like that. Just absolutely gorgeous. And you know, the quality of their fabric is crazy. So this is the Old Craft Store. That's where I went. 32 fat quarters B dots. And it was $109.95. It doesn't look like 32 of them, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's inside of each other. There's one inside of it. Okay. So that one's not. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. And it looks like they gave me an extra one. Just one with one, but all the other ones have 2 inside of them. So, okay. That's a good deal. So that was that. And then, of course, I did not have the quilted scarecrow. Isn't that such a cute quilt? That's going to be so cute for fall. And I want all thing Lori Holtz. And since I just started, I was going to say scrapbookings, just started quilting a year ago, I got a lot of catching up to do. But I've been buying a book every 2 weeks. And I got quite a few of her, what are those stencils called? You guys know, the simple, so simple, the stencils. Y'all know what I'm saying. So that was like 22 bucks for that. And then this one right here is Home Again, Vintage 2 Color Quilt by Lori Holt. Be in My Bonnet Company. And this one is $13.75. Looks like that. So, yeah, I got that for $109, $22, $13, and $13. I don't know. My bill was like $170. So, happy birthday to me. That's what I take it as. That's my birthday stuff. So I won't be buying anything for myself for my birthday. Right? Bunk that. Okay, so let me show you guys what else I got. Hold on a minute. Let me see. I didn't buy that. I'm trying to see if I have... No, I didn't buy it yet. Okay, so I'm also going to buy myself the Quilted Snowman by Lori Holtz. I have it in my Amazon store right now. But I looked at it, and then I didn't buy it. I bought another couple of books. And I was like, did I buy that and put it in my book my bookshelf that I'm making. So you know how you think you bought something because you put it in your cart, and you take it out, and you put it in your cart, and you take it out? That it was one of those things. So I'm going to order that tonight. Oh, I got to show you guys what I did do. What I did do. Oh, okay. So you guys know that I am doing the quilt along with the Vintage Christmas right here. And the first one I made, and the only one I've made so far, I am 7 blocks behind. But I am ahead on my other quilt, which I will show you guys. Is this one right here, the manger. Right? Now, where is my manger, y'all? Let me show y'all my manger. Let me show y'all my manger. Now, remember, I'm a beginner quilter, y'all, so don't judge, okay? I'm still learning. So this is my manger right here. That's how that is. And see how this side right here is not perfect? Don't worry about that because that'll get eaten up with that. But this right here is not perfectly aligned like that one is. You see how that one is perfectly aligned? But I said, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna see it but me. And I use the King Star and just freehanded those ray of lights coming down from the star. So that's my first one that I did. And I'm doing mine in the 12 by 12 blocks because I cut out all the reason I'm behind is because I cut out everything for the 6 by 6, and I am so mad at myself because I cut everything out by the 6 by 6, but I didn't put it together right. And I thought, you know what? The 6 by 6 is just going to be too difficult. Their pieces are too small. So I gathered it all up and all the other quilt blocks that I cut, and I just put it away. Only to find out I said, it's doing the same thing with this one. And he's like, honey, you got to flip that upside down. And I was like, oh, he's an engineer. That's what I say. You're an engineer. You can figure this stuff out. So anyways, I might just get my other 6 by 6s out and go ahead and sew those ones up as well and have a companion quilt to my 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6. If you know, you know. So anyways, when I'm over at my PR15 sewing machine over there, and you're trying to look in the book, because it is bound like this, right? And you're trying to look in the book, I needed something to hold my book up. I didn't have a book holder. Well, I do somewhere. I just don't know where I have a good book holder. So I ordered some. And these look the same, although they had different prices. I wanted to see which one was going to work better. Now, y'all notice ain't nothing but some Chinese stuff from China right here, right? Look at this box. I could have ordered it off of Temu, but I wanted it yesterday because I was so tired of picking the book up, putting the book down, picking the book up, putting it down. All right, so the 2 pieces come like this, and I guess they're supposed to interlock. Like that. And let's see. Go down right here, y'all. See if it's going to hold the book, and it does. So that's number 1, and this is number 2. And as you can see, it is the exact same, but one looked thinner than the other. And I said, you know what? Go ahead and order 2 of them because you have multiple stations, sewing stations. Yeah, this one, I don't know, it kind of, yeah, it is. It's thinner. It's thinner than the other one, as you can see. You just go like this and interlock them like that. But it's actually bigger. It's wider than this other one is. If you can see that, it's wider. Yeah, It appears, yeah, because this one can actually fit inside of that one. So it's wider. Let me see. And that one holds it as well. So these were not very expensive. I think they're like $12 or something like that, $10. So go get yourself some. I got another package right here. Let's see what it is. Feels like a book. Come back over here, y'all. I'm using the applique scissors. I know that's a no-no. Don't do what I do, y'all. Okay, so let me tell y'all about this book right here. Sorry about that light. Let me turn these lights off so I can stop with the glare. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think that's coming from the window, actually. Okay, but this book right here, I was watching this one lady that interviews all these different quilters, and she had this black lady on there. And the reason I specify with the races is because it's really important to me that the traditions that have been passed along from like slavery even, that we keep some of those things alive. Dime, inspirational software. Ooh, I better make sure I watch that. What y'all doing over there? That I keep up with the things that are going on and traditions, and pass those things on to my kids and everything like that, you know. Go on out of here. So that it's important to me. That's all I'm gonna say. It's important to me. So Scrap Diva, she's got some new arrivals, you guys, if you're doing scrapbooking stuff. But Dime had something. They just sent me a message, and you know how you flip up on your thing and then you lose it? Maybe it's still on my stuff or my phone. I don't know. Crap. I hate when I do that. So it's important to me that I do the things that my ancestors did. I don't know how to state it any differently than that. Well, this lady is a black quilter, but she quilts in a different way. And she said this was taught to her. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is a picture of her right here. I think she's gorgeous. I love the hair. I love the hair. And I love the way she talked, the way she spoke, very calm and patient. You know, you could tell she had tons of patience. But her quilts are dimensional. Can y'all see that? And she was taught by this little old lady. And she was 92 when she taught her how to quilt. And I guess, let me see. Let me go back one. Okay, right here. You see, you can actually lift these away from the actual quilt, and they get heavy. And I was like, you know what? I want to learn that technique. I want to learn that style of quilting. So what do? You buy the book, you read it all. Look at that one right there. And you learn the history. I think that there's just something about this little old lady that I just think is cute as pie. Here's another picture of her down there. And she like fabriced her fireplace. But anyways, it looks like this. Look how big this quilt is. She said these things can get up to like 30, 40 pounds. Look how big that is. So I want to give this a try. Magnificent. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah, I'm just saying. Um, and she said the thinner the fabric, the better. So, one last one I want to show you guys. I really want to do this pillow too. Okay. So that's why Pinecone Quilts, she said they had numerous names for the quilts. And let me see right here. Okay, I wrote some notes. It's called Pine Burr, Huckleburr, Target, Pineapple, Prairie Point Quilts. Those are some of the other names that people call this type of quilting. And this was actually the first one she ever made. Let me turn you out a little bit away from that light. The first one she ever made with this little old lady. This was her first quilt. Hers and the author of this book and hers. They did it together. And she learned. And she said her second quilt, she did it all by herself. And she's been off and running ever since. So... and look, y'all, it fits right on my new book stand. Go get yourself one. I love how natural they look. I didn't want it made of metal. I wanted them made of wood. So I really like the way that looks. Nice and natural. Okay, let me get this stuff out the way. Okay, so that's along my quilting. The other thing I've been struggling with is whether or not I want to buy a long arm machine. Willie wants me to get rid of all the fabric in the front room. I got to get it out of my mind. He wants me to get rid of all the furniture in the front room and buy a long arm machine. He's like, honey, you have been enjoying yourself and I love to see you happy and I think you should buy a long arm machine. Well, there's so many long arm machines and there's so many different computerized, systems to put on there. But then I have to learn another software in order to use the long arm. Or I can just do it manually, do it myself, So there's a lady in Aubrey, which is a town up from me, who does quilts for a girlfriend of mine across the street, Carrie, and her family. And so she was like, oh, you can come and I can show you my machine and everything like that. And so Willie wants me to buy a machine from this lady. And the lady says, you can take classes from me, stay for a couple of days and I'll teach you how to use it. I got an Amazon box right here, y'all. Oh, this is for my work. This ain't fun, play. This is work, play, y'all. This ain't fun. I better put this by the front door if I can remember to take it to work with me tomorrow. So, with that being said, I want to show you guys my quilt. My finished baby. The only thing I have to do with this one is put my binding on and quilt it. And when I do my quilting, I am going to do it on my Luminaire machine because you put in your quilt size and you pick what quilting pattern you want and it will quilt one size. You move it, line it up with the laser, it'll quilt the next block size and on and on and on. So this is my Come to Me. What quilt am I doing? There goes my mind. What quilt is this? I'm trying to work on my recall. No, it ain't there. It ain't even on the tip of my tongue, y'all. So I gotta grab this book and I will tell you guys. Wait a minute. No, it's not over there because I put it away because, okay, where is it? Because, oh, it's not, oh, here it is. Oh, family favorites. This one right here. It's this quilt right here from the Family Favorites by Sherry and Chelsea. You see this? And I actually just bought another pattern from them. This was so fun. So fun. So I'm doing this quilt along with Becky from Power Tools with Threads. And she's doing a block a week. Well, I did all mines already. And I did my sashings and I did my side sashings and she's done. Okay. I couldn't wait for Becky. Becky going a little slow for me on this right here. So she said, if you're going to cut your material, cut all the material for the quilt. So I kept going and going and going. And I find pattern reading to be quite easy. So, and that could be just because these are so big and so simple, you know, and she taught us how to line things up. And once I knew how to line stuff up to make your points touch, that technique, I was off and on it, honey. But this is, you can print out Becky's schedule right here. And I think they are, it's dated right here. So today would have been 2-3 right here. So they've done these parts right here on this quilt, honey. I'm all the way down here. Where am I at? Finishing the binding is going to be sometime in April, honey. I got to do that tonight. And I'm going to be doing, let me show you what my binding is going to be. This one right here is going to be the binding fabric on the binding of the quilt. So I am ahead of that on that, but I'm behind on my vintage, what is it? The vintage Christmas. But I'm going to get caught up with those. Y'all best believe. I'm about to cut out all my fabrics for those. So let me show you guys this quilt. I should just spread it out on the ground and show you guys. One second. Let me do it that way. Because I do not have a wall that has all of the... Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me close this window, too, because the light coming in is way too bright. Get over there. Get over there. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see what little lady did? Okay, I'm not going to take you guys off the stand. I'm going to take the whole stand and everything over here. Okay, did I show you guys my new machine? Did I show you guys this machine yet? I love this machine. It's the Brother, it's a PR 650E. Now, it's not wireless, and the new ones are wireless. So the guy was selling this machine, and I bought it for $4,500. Did I pay $4,500? Yeah, I paid $4,500 for it. He wanted $5,000 for it, and I said, "Would you take $45,000 right now?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Will you deliver?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." And he gave me the $1,500 table to go with it. Isn't that awesome? And then a lady on Marketplace on Facebook. I need to slow down, Jesus. She was selling her set of the this one right here. The Jury Easy hoops or whatever. She sold me that whole set for like $250 or $225. I was like, okay, Lisa. Okay, so here's the quilt that I finished, you guys. Mind you, it don't have the binding on it yet. Doo-doo-doo. That's what it looks like. That baby's beautiful. I already know it's beautiful. Yeah. So, and once my husband saw that, he really went like, baby, you're going to need your own long arm machine. He's taking a nap right now. He's not feeling very well. He took a PTO day. I was like, I bought him back some sushi. because I took Logan to the train store this morning, you guys. And I said to him yesterday, what do you want to do for your birthday? We can go to the train store, da 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 da. And when we looked it up, the train store is now closed on Sundays. So I was like, well, that's not going to work. So, but since I mentioned it this morning, honey, he was ready. 9:50, he was standing at the door with his train because he wanted to ask the guy about something he got for Christmas. About that train. He doesn't have the tracks for that train. It's a two-track system, and he has 3-track systems. So he needs to order that track. But he was like, no, I'll just put it on display. I was like, boy, that one little engine costs a couple $100. We need to get the tracks for it, okay? So anyways, at the train store, he got everything but those tracks. They didn't have the tracks. They said they would have to order them. And he kept saying, never mind, because he wanted to shop and buy some more stuff, which is still in the car. I didn't even bring his stuff out of the car. And I told him, you got $200. That's it. You got $200. Make it happen, Snap, because he spent money yesterday for his birthday. So this was just a little bonus, whatever. So, but once my baby saw this quote, he was like, baby, you need to get a long arm because apparently you love quilting and you're going to make quite a bit of quilts. And it costs a lot to get your quilts quilted, you know? So I really don't have the room for a long arm unless I get rid of all the furniture in there and put my long arm in there. So I really need to do some soul searching, and I need to do some more quilts. And I don't even know if I'm going to like quilting. And then you buy this expensive machine. The one that I really like, it's like $16,000. And you know, it can go up to $50,000, but the one that I really like that another lady had was $16,000. And Willie is telling me, don't get the ones where you sit down and do it. Just go ahead and get the big machine and, you know, just knock them out. So I don't know what I'm going to wind up with, but y'all know I am always looking for a bargain. So, whatever I get, I do not want to buy it new because there's a lot of people that thought they were going to like quilting and bought everything and don't like quilting and they want to sell their stuff. There's a lot of old people out there that, you know, used to quilt. Now they can't quilt no more because their little fingers too arthritic or they too old, they can't see, or they just don't want to be bothered with that anymore. They done gone, you know, gone down that lane and want to come back the other way now. So it's just a matter of really thinking it through. I don't want to throw coins down and then wind up hating it. You know, it looks like a lot of fun, but I was looking at Mixed Domestic. I love him. That man he's here in Texas too and up in Dallas. I need to get with him. I bought some of his stuff twice now and I love his personality. I love his energy. I love him. It's MX Domestic. It's his name. And check out his channel, y'all. But he's now selling fabric. And so I don't even know where all that stuff is that I bought. I think I've already put it all away. I love the Tim Holtz new line. I'm going to get his other line called Elements. Yeah, I think for my birthday, I will just buy all fabric. Now, I'm supposed to be doing the Ticket to Ride. I have not. I have put down like no drills. Like the amount of drills I put down is just insanely embarrassing to talk about. So I need to do some drill laying today. It's Monday. I'm off today. I didn't have any appointments today. Although I had a very productive day because yesterday when we were out shopping, I bought Logan his suit jacket from a vintage shop for his prom that they're having on Friday for him, for the special kids, right? So this thing gets tangled, Jesus. So I dropped it off at the, I went to the train store, took Logan to the train store, okay? Drove him to work, went to the bank, got him his money, went back to his work, gave him his money, went shopping, got Willie sushi, dropped it off, drove right back out. He came and got the bags, drove right back out, dropped Logan's clothes off at the cleaners, drove home. Did all this before noon. I was like, girl, you doing the most today. You doing the most today. And I got my daughter. I was like, Kim, yesterday I kind of scolded her. And I was like, you need to get on the ball because Anson's got to have his graduation pictures taken, invitations sent out. You know, people need to buy tickets. You need to get on the ball. You need to do your part. What school he going to? How much it costs? You know, let me know my role, you know. So, but yesterday when I said it, I kind of said it in a kind of way, you know, because if I get irritated, it's going to come out the wrong way. Yeah, I'm human. So today, I did call her and apologize later on. And today when I called her, I was like, okay, let's get motivated. What are we doing? She's like, Mom, I'm already on it. I'm doing this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay. I mean, come on. It's the first grandchild. It's the first one. Come on. And I don't even know what to get him for his birthday. What Pam does is she gives her grandkids, because it is their 12th year of school, she gives them $100 for each year. So she gives them $1,200. Kimberly said something about him going on a vacation, you know, with his best friend, which I think is an excellent idea. And I know he has a passport, but we don't know if the best friend has a passport. So Kimberly needs to let me know that. But they could go to Cancun, you know. Come on now, they grown young men, you know. So speaking of that, I forgot what Cameron did, or it's been so long. He 27 now. He about to be 28. Can y'all believe Logan turned 27? And April 8th, Cameron turns 28 years old. You know what that means? That means that we old as hell. That's what it means. Yep. But that's all right, because I still feel young in my spirit. Old everywhere else, but young in my spirit. And that's what counts. All right. What else do I... Oh, I know I was going to tell you guys something, but I don't want it to bring me down, so I'm not going to get solemn about it. I'm just going to tell you guys. So I had a girlfriend. I don't even know if I should call her a girlfriend. I had a woman that I knew. I wanted to be good friends with her because she had such a sweet personality, but I felt uncomfortable around her husband because he wasn't always appropriate with me. Let's just put it like that. And so I look on Facebook and I see that she passed away on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock in her sleep. She had a brain tumor for the last 3 years. And when I found that out on Thursday morning, it did something to me. You know, it kind of stressed me out. So I don't know. I just kind of thought about everything. You know, you think about your own death. You think about, you know, your priorities in life and just all these things. And she had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And, you know, it just really makes you start looking at your life and wondering if you're living your life to the fullest, if you've accomplished all the things you've wanted to accomplish. Are you leaving behind a legacy? Or, you know, so yeah, it just kind of weighed heavy on me, you know. And that's another reason why I like quilting. Willie's cousin, was it his cousin? Yes, his cousin got MS, and he couldn't work anymore. So he started quilting. And I was so like, can you make me a quilt, you know, for the baby? And he said, yeah, I'll make your baby a quilt. And I was about 7 months pregnant. And then he called and said, your quilt is ready. And when I went to pick up my quilt, not only did he make the baby a quilt, but he made our quilt, a king size quilt for Willie and I, um, to match the baby's quilt. And we still have them to this day. I will never get rid of that quilt, you know. Um, and I thought, here it is, 27 years later, and I still have a piece of him, you know, the thoughts, the memories, the care, you know, the love that he put into making that for us with MS, you know. And he made them for like all the family members. And that's just, I don't know. There's some people that have said to me, what are you going to do this weekend, Lisa? I'm like, well, and they're like, what? That's old lady stuff. I'm like, no, it is like putting together a puzzle. It really is. So I won't go on and on and on about quilting, y'all. I'll just tell y'all, it is my new addiction. I said that to the lady at the quilt store yesterday. I'm like, I'm addicted. She said, I know, honey. I know. And I told her what I did with the front room. She said, I did the same thing. Why have a formal front room when you can have Uber Eats deliver your food? We have changed so much, you know. People go do different things. One year we went out to Food a Child for Thanksgiving, you know. So that's a Brazilian restaurant here. But I do like the traditional, you know, cooking the big meal and saying grace with everybody and saying what we're thankful for and, you know, just being together, you know. But it ain't going to be in this formal living room because it ain't a such thing no more. Oh, the other thing that I needed to tell you guys about was and I might have mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, the house in Savoy flooded up on the roof. And you know, our house is 3 stories. So you can just imagine, okay, the floors, the ceiling, the floors, the ceilings, the floors, you know. And we have those big, thick trace ceilings, you know, with intricate pattern in it and all this kind of stuff like that. So I was like, okay, Lisa, don't get upset. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know. Whether you bought this chaos or your man did, y'all won, you know. So I was like driving to work and I literally talked myself through it. You know, we've been through much worse, much worse. So we will not get upset over some drywall. Okay. So they have fixed the roof. The air conditioner was the problem. So they fixed the air conditioner, the roof, the ceiling, the floor, the ceiling, and the floor. And it didn't go down to the 3rd story. So, all of that, they could not fix something because it started raining again. Such is life. So, we got the bill for it. Now, mind you, my girlfriend house here in Texas, they wrote her insurance wrote her a check for $72,000 because the maid hit underneath the sink. She hit the tubing and it flooded the entire house from her top story down to the bottom story. And of course, they're in Belize for months and months and months at a time. So the maid was just at the house a week ago, and they wanted to do an update in the kitchen. So they went there. He went there to check the, do the estimate and stuff like that. And he found a problem with the upstairs bathroom leaking all the way down. So anyway, she got a check for $72,000, which, hey, I guess you got a new kitchen now. But I thought about that, and when she told me, I was like, oh God, how much is ours going to be? Well, ours is $1,800. The air conditioner, the roof, the ceilings, the floors, the ceilings, the floors. $1,800 for everything. And it's a mess. Oh, it's a mess. But that's the difference of the labor rates there in Ecuador and here in the United States. Make it make sense, y'all. Yeah. And I told my husband the other day, I was having a very stressful day. And I said, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I had about enough of this here, United States. And he was like, me too, baby. Me too. So I'm supposed to be signing my lease in March. And I told Willie, I'm going to go ahead and sign for 24 months. And then I'm done. That's what I'm planning, 100%. And that's me. That's not him saying, let's go, or here's your deadline or anything. That's me. So the month we bought the house was April. So April 2027, I want to be done with working the United States of this here America, and I want to have relocated there. It takes 3 months, I think Willie said, to get your residency, which is kind of like your green card. You can do everything with a residency except vote. So we get the same discounts on our airlines to fly all over Ecuador and the Galapagos and wherever. You get everything except the right to vote, which is fine because I don't want to be part of these rigged elections, unfair elections anyway. So we won't even go down that route. Okay, y'all, let's just stay in the happy zone. So, but because I've been doing some reflection, and because of that recent death that put me on this wavelength of thinking, I'm hereby done. I am. I don't need to be in the United States for what reason? What reason? Anything that I want. If I want to see my family on the East Coast, I'll fly there. If I want to see my family on the West Coast, I'll fly there. That's what I have to do anyways, you know? So, the only one that will be here, when I want to see Richard, I have to fly to see my son. My daughter is in Kentucky, and I guess they're going to be there another year. She was saying the other day on the phone. So, yeah. Anyways, this video is way long enough, y'all. Y'all know I like to talk. But that's a complete update of everything that's going on in my life. I can't think of anything else. I have bought quite a few things, but I didn't make a video and I didn't show you guys, but I'm keeping up on my purchases. I look forward to sharing you guys my birthday with you guys. You know how my clients all like to spoil me for my birthdays. So I'll share that with you guys as well. Look at, I'm still wearing my Christmas long sleeve shirt. These are my favorite sweatpants right here. I got these from a client. They are all faded and no good looking, but honey, you know when something get wore down, it just get more and more comfy, and that's where I'm at today, in the comfy zone. I got to get out of here. I got to do my Bible study. Y'all be blessed. Deuces. God be with you. Bye-bye.